Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
So here we go, we're back out again. This time we're down at Todber Manor. Just on for 24 hours, just having a little bit of a wander around. Arrived sort of 5 minutes ago, booked on from 9 o'clock. You've got 3 slots on here. You can book on 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I'm on the morning slot, but it's looking a bit busy still from the night before. Yeah, the only slot was available was 9 o'clock this time. There's a match on tomorrow, so gonna be a bit busy. I'm dropping on and kind of limited really because of the people doing 24 hours from even 1 or 5, so I might just drop in on a peg, sit it out and then move across, because I believe a few fish came out last night around peg 4, peg 10, so that's like sort of centre water, and yeah, just gonna give it a go and see how that goes. So here we are guys, we finally settled into a swim. I had a bit of a walk around this morning. It was really busy for the night before. And a lot of people were still doing 24 hours, so they were still here till 1 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We dropped in on peg 2. There's a few people around the lake. A couple I've caught, and there was a guy that was just in peg 1, just next peg over. He had a couple of fish when we were here, while we were setting stuff up and getting the rods out, but he's just left. So yeah, we're gonna move the rods over. Got one rod over on the far reeds on the left-hand side, put one out basically straight out across the swim, and one's to the right-hand peg off the edge of the margin in shallow water. So you never know, it's feeling good. The wind's pushing down the other end, so we're on the back of the wind here, and we're just in a nice little warm bay, and it feels right. Around the other end of the lake is really windy and cold, and we're sat here in the little sun trap, so yeah, hopefully we'll get something. And yeah, I'll keep you updated with any information. If we get any bites, then I'll let you know. Let's have a little walk down the bank. So this is the next peg over. And I don't think these ones are listed actually. There's 2 pegs here, this one and the one next door over there, and they're not on the listing for numbers. So I'm in peg 2, just down the bank, and where is it? There it is. There's peg 2, peg 1's the other side. Then you've got this random one, the one next door, and then it's peg 3. So it's a little bit weird. But yeah, this one's facing directly out to the island. I mean, still nice pegs, and I'm sure in the summer these will all be great pegs to fish from. Got a really good head of fish in here. I think there's something like 800 carp in here. It's absolutely teeming with them. But obviously in the colder months you've got to find them, which can be a bit of a pain. But I know that this the peg I've settled in, number 2, there's a few fish on the spots I'm fishing. So hopefully by about, I think 8 PM they said, the bite time was. So around 8 p.m. this evening, they'll be on the money, and hopefully one will rattle off. Just one carp and I'll be happy. Not greedy. But yeah, let's have a look down the bank here. Don't want to stray too far from the rods. Luckily they're still within reach. So yeah, this is a lovely little peg as well. I won't go down too far. There's a gentleman just in that end peg there. But yeah, as you can see, this one's sort of facing out towards the island, and then you've got like the end of the island out there. And I think that sort of goes into the next peg's water, which covers the end of that island and then a little bit of open water. And so I've heard peg 4 and peg 10 are the flyers on this lake. But yeah, I'm happy with the swim I'm in, so we'll stick with that one for now. All right, let's get back. So yeah, it's about 2 o'clock. Nothing to update yet in terms of fish. Yeah, it's looking really good. Starting to get some liners, and I put those rods over on the far margin with the solid bags. I'm really hopeful for them. They're in really good spots, and I know there were fish caught there last night and today, so looking good. I'm really hopeful. I think I'm gonna have something to eat in a minute. Getting a bit hungry now. Get the kettle on, have a cup of tea, and just sort of tidy things up a little bit. Can get a little bit messy on these sort of trips when you're just chucking everything around, sorting all the stuff out and trying to find the fish. Yeah, so have a little bit of a tidy up, get the kettle on and have something to eat, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. We're in. Yes. In those reeds. The little kitty wafter hanging out of his mouth. That is not a bad looking fish. That's a nice size as well. That's £20. Oh my god, look at that. That's a real one. Just like a sling. Look at that. £4. There we go. So that's zeroed. That's a chunk of a fish. It's a simo. Look at that. It's got a big growth on its side there. Looks like damage that's healed up. He's got big bubbles on his pecs. Real old warrior. Right, let's get him weighed. So 27.10. Oh, I'm shaking. Here we go. First fish of the session. And it's a bit of a unit. It's a lively one. I'll lay him back down in a sec. That's a fish. Yeah, 27 pounds and 10 ounces of mirror, and yeah, it's a battered old one. He's got a big growth on his centre. Yeah, he's got lumps all over his pecs, and yeah, it's holding loads of weight from the winter. Looks like a Simo, this one, so nice big round shape to it, and you can never really guess the weight on these ones. But yeah, well happy with this one. Biggest fish of the year so far for me. Oh, he's just about to go. Let's lay him down. Go. Lovely big old thing, big mouth on him, big dark lips, and yeah, really good hook hold on that one. Leeches all over it because it's the winter, and these things just suck hold of them because they sit still for long periods of time. And yeah, we'll get rid of that one for him. And yeah, they're everywhere, these leeches. Amazing. Let's let it rest in the sling. So wide sheets across the back. There we go. Here she goes. She's just soaking underneath the margin there. There we go. So just had that fish. Yeah, £27, 10 ounces of it. Amazing capture, really. Wasn't expecting to get anything, especially straight away. After moving that rod over, it's been about an hour, maybe less, and yeah, it's been away. So just weighed that one, sorted the fish out, and took some photos. Let that one go. Just gonna get the rod back out. Just put another solid bag on. Yeah, this is full of the DNA Baits crayfish mini mix pellets and a little PB wafter. So yeah, it's perfect, about 12 mil. And then yeah, so the rig is it's just nothing special really. It's just a little solid bag rig, fill up with some of the Capellan products, and I'll walk you through that one in a little bit. So let's get this one back out on the spot. Here we are, it's the rods and reels that are doing the business. Got the new 10,000 size stratagem reels on. Looking lovely, all fully loaded with line, freshly put on yesterday. Got the old Fox alarms, And then here's the Real Beauty rods. These are the Extreme rods. And yeah, they're in a 3.25 test curve. Looking absolutely amazing, super slim. About as thin as my little finger, right through. Ultra lightweight, and they cast like a dream. So here we are, this is peg 1. It's the one just to the left hand of me. As you can see, you got like a little jetty coming out almost. And yeah, you got a lovely little reed line over in the back corner there. I think that's like an aerator over there, or a pump. Obviously that's going to be a good spot, especially in the summer, down this little reedy margin. And then you've got that reed line which goes all the way around the back, and that's going to hold fish all year round. They love to get in amongst all those reeds, especially when the reeds are dying back, and it creates a little bit of heat. And you've got a peg just over in that corner, but when I had a walk around earlier it was a little bit flooded, a little bit boggy, so I don't think anyone's going to fish that for a bit. Be great on a day session, especially if you're fishing that reed line, because no one's going to be able to get to that water. Well, there we go guys, it's about 20 to 5 now. Sun's sort of setting a bit. Got probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of light left. And yeah, so we had that fish earlier on, nothing else has occurred just yet, but it's looking really good out there. I've put all 3 rods now on solid bags to the far margin. One of them's to the right hand, you can just about see in front, the reed line just out in front of here. And then we've got the other 2 are just along a bit further this way, the opposite way. So out to the left of the swim. And they're really tight to the reed line as well. So yeah, feeling really good about this. I had a weird occurrence. I put the rod out straight away after that fish, and then it ticked away a little bit. We had a couple of beeps, and then it started to take a little bit of line, hit into it and nothing. So I think it was just either a fish trailing line, or maybe it just pinged off a fin or something like that. But it's a good sign because there's fish in the area. Yeah, so I'm going to sit and chill for a little bit. Maybe I'll run you through that rig just to show you what we caught it on. If we have any updates, then I'll let you know. Well, here we go. Here's the rig that did the business for that fish earlier on. It's a little solid bag rig. Tiny little thing, probably 4.5 inches long. Little PB wafter. And you can see there's just like a little rig ring on the hook. Tiny little hair just sitting over the end just so it can sit up on its side. Tiny little piece of shrink tube in there, like a little kicker. And yeah, just a little loop on the end, a little figure of 8 loop, so it can be attached to the leader. And I don't bother with any clips or anything that end on my solid bags. I always like to just loop them on, so I tie the loop just slightly big enough to go through any hook bait that I choose that I can loop on, and that's it. Nice and simple. Don't like a long rig for these ones because I like it all to be sat in a little coil on a pile, and then when the fish takes it, it's straight in its mouth and hooked straight over the lead. But yeah, quite an aggressive hook pattern really. It's like a wide gape, but the straight point on it and the way that it comes around the bend is really aggressive, as you can see there. And then just a little kicker closes that gape a little bit and sends the hook home. Perfect. So there we go, sun's setting now. As you can see just behind me there, a golden glow. Yes, come to that time of day now where sun's drops down. It's absolutely freezing. Yeah, temperature's really dropped off now. I'm just having a little walk down to a couple of pegs down, and it's absolutely surprising, to be honest with you. This lake, Big Haze at Todber Manor, is never empty, but as you can see down the bank, there is nobody that side of me. No one down here other than me. But yeah, amazing. Nice and empty. Got all this side to myself. Looks like there's a couple of guys just opposite, on the opposite bank over there. They're probably only here for the night as well, because there's the competition tomorrow morning. Hence why all the pegs are actually booked from any time later than 9 o'clock, so that's why I could only do a 9 to 9. Yeah, looking amazing really. This sunset is looking great, and the water's looking really calm actually. The wind's dropped right back. I'm starting to get liners on my rods, so I'm going to head back. Yeah, if I get any updates in the night, then I'll keep you guys posted, and if not, then I'll see you in the morning, hopefully with something waiting for us in the net. If not, then yeah, maybe we'll just have a little chat in the morning about how things went in the night, and that'll be us on our way. But I'm definitely not disappointed. Like I say, I had that one earlier on, just a cracker, 27 pound 10 ounces, and yeah, I'm really over the moon with that. Bit of an ugly fish, to be honest with you, a bit of an ugly sister, but yeah, can't pick and choose, and I'm absolutely over the moon with it. And yeah, it's my first 20 pounder of the year. and hopefully many more to come. Well, just had to do the right hand rod again. We just caught a bream, so yeah, not ideal. Oh, getting liners again. Maybe that's a bream as well. I think it's probably the pellets drawing them in, so not the funnest thing in the world. So just redone that rod, another solid bag, back out on the spot, 16 wraps. So yeah, if we get any more, then I'll give you an update and maybe we can show you them. Morning guys. Unfortunately no fish to update. Yeah, it was a bit of a quiet night really. We had loads of liners and yeah, there was quite a few geese in the area making a hell of a racket throughout the whole night, but no fish. So unfortunately that's a bit of a loss. We lost that one fish earlier in the evening around 10:30 and we had a one bream, but other than that, nothing. So just brought in one rod, as you can see there. That one's just about to be changed over for a solid bag and going to be put back out on the spot, and I'll do the other two as well. We've only got maybe 2 hours, something like that, left until we've got to be out of the peg. And yeah, I want to get them freshened up, have a little bit of breakfast and sort all my stuff out. So let's get to it. Yeah, I'm in. Well, there we go. I was just sorting out the other rod, which is on the floor over there. I was just wrapping up the solid bag, and the middle rod's just melted away. I wasn't expecting it to go, to be honest. Noisy bloody geese. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go. I was just going to freshen them all up, but apparently that rig was fine. Oh, it's coming towards me. And open water doesn't take out one of the rod. Go. These are good. It's a pretty one. Yeah, nice. 1611 or 1610? 1610. Yeah, 1610. Well, there we go. So there's another fish. It's a lovely little 16-pounder, mint condition. Just got a little sore in its mouth. Just put a bit of carp care on there and just covered up the hook hold on the lip. So that should heal up lovely. It's absolutely freezing cold. So this one came to the middle rod. I was just setting the left hand rod and I tied up a solid bag, just wrapping up the rod, and yeah, this one melted off. So threw the rod down, went and got this one. Yeah, got this one in the net, and then I put it back out on the middle rod spot, just to sort of maximise on the bites from that opportunity. Yeah, I'm gonna slip this one back and go get the other rod back out. So we've got 3 rods fishing. Happy days. There we go, guys. Unfortunately, there's no more fish and we're out of time. About 10 minutes left. The bivvy's all packed down. All the stuff's ready to go. The rods are still in the water behind me. I'm literally just about to reel them in and get going. But yeah, absolutely over the moon with this session. Landed the big one last night and then had another one this morning. I did lose one in the night, but it's a hook pull, and yeah, sort of in hindsight, having a look back at the rigs, it's the only difference between that rig and the other rigs was a different pattern of hook. Was just trying something a little bit different. So yeah, now I know not to go for that one. Yeah, all just solid bags. Everything came to a solid bag, even the little bream that I had in the night. A bit of a nuisance, but yeah, that one came to a solid bag as well. Yeah, everything was really good. So just gonna pack everything down and get on the road. Well, that's it, guys. Unfortunately, no more from me today. The swim's all packed down. Just come back to have a look quickly. The car's all packed already, all ready to go. Yeah, it's running a little bit behind schedule today. So unfortunately, no more fish today. Well, thanks for watching the video, guys. Really appreciate all the support. If you like this kind of video, then like and subscribe and you'll get more content like this from me. I'm gonna be out and about a lot more this year, visiting different venues, and I'll see you soon.